Good morning. I'm gonna this is a Sage Barista Express, and this part is damaged. The center screw is I don't know the word, but you cannot tighten it anymore. So I'm gonna replace this whole thing, which basically the whole machine has to go apart, which I'm gonna do right now. And you can see and watch how the machine looks from the inside. And if you want to do repairs yourself, you can maybe use this video for see how everything works on the inside. It's basically it's how do you say, straightforward, but it can be overwhelming when you see it for the first time. So, who knows, this can help you. Start by removing all the separate parts, like the water tank, this part, and then we have, let's see, that's basically it. Okay, and you need not much tools, a couple, like a, what do you call it, a Phillips head screwdriver. Here you can inhere the first screws, so you can remove the top lid. Sometimes easy to use one of the cups, the filters, to for your screws. The good thing about the design is they overall used the same screws around the machine, so you don't have to pay attention where to put the screws back. Then this one can be a little bit tricky. There's a, you need a sharp knife, but yeah, here, this one. So this is a small screw here. Don't forget it, because otherwise you rip the plastic apart while trying to remove it. And then there are two more screws here and here. So I'll do it from here. So now you can remove this, and then the first thing is there's an here for the it's a switch. You can remove it easily. It's a switch for if the coffee grinder is in place. So now you have it like this. Then you can remove with a little bit of force. Like this. Like, and then especially when it hasn't been open previously, it can be really tight. So, but don't be. It's normal. Then you can hear. This is the tube for the water tank. So if you just pull it off, and this one, and then you have access basically to the whole machine. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna replace this part in the center. So you have to take out everything, which I don't like the job either, but whatever gets the money in my account. And here, so I start with the front panel. There are 2 screws here on top in the corner. So unscrew like this. And then it's also with a little bit of force. So hold it in place and then like this. Okay, this also keep apart. It's to protect this panel here on the back side because it's right behind the heating element. Okay. And now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna unscrew this part. So this is an element. This element I'm gonna remove and put aside here. I'm gonna remove the valve solenoids. And here's the water pump. Yeah, so I'm gonna remove it all step by step and then replace this part. So I'm gonna put it right here now. I hope you can see it a bit clear. No. Maybe this shouldn't. Also, now I'm gonna remove the side thing here. You have to put your screwdriver in between. Just careful, and then it comes off at some point. Yeah, there it is. Okay, and then now I'm gonna unscrew the what is it? The hot water outlets. So now this is loose. Also on the side, if you want to remove this, you have to take off this. And normally with some WD-40, it goes really fast, but this one gets off quite easily. Maybe when I put it back, I will put some WD-40. So remember how it's in place, like the longer part at the back. Now you can get this off. You have to see step by step what you can loosen before, because sometimes the parts are in each other's way. What I'm doing now is, these are bigger screws of the heating element. So these are the clips, easy to loosen. This one is to be careful that you're not pulling out or pulling too hard. Okay, like this. This is looking good for now. Don't be scared for the mess because it looks messy and it is messy, but it will come back together soon. Okay, so now you see how clear it already looks. This, okay, now this one. And I have so often that I think I fixed the problem, but then there's still another problem. And often I just need to put the project away and wait for a while because sometimes it can be so annoying. And this is now two screws for the solenoid unit module. Okay. And now the pump. The pump is with 4 screws, also quite easy, but you have to see where the screws are. You can leave them in the screws because they are inside a plastic part. Okay, I need also to remove this thing. It's some kind of not a regulator, but a heat dispenser or something. Like I said, it's well, how do you say? It's a really compressed design, so everything is kind of stuck together. Here, and now I can raise this. Again, don't worry, it's really messy. It looks so messy now, and then you think, no, this is not coming together again, but it certainly will. So 4 screws for the pump, and then you're basically have the whole this base model clean. Now, so pump. Now we can start. Yeah, so these are all the components. Now I can get this one loose. see, I think 6 screws in total, but not sure. So there we are, and one more for the grounding on all these components. It is grounded. So here it is, the whole part, and here is the problem. And also there was a problem with the screws here. This one was loose. That you see often. That because of the vibration of the pump, these will at some point start to unscrew, and yeah, then the problem starts with with leaking and no pressure or leaking pressure. I'm gonna check this one if the screws are really tight, which they are. Yeah. Okay, well, now reverse everything. And 2. Now getting the flow meter off, it's kind of tricky because this will mostly don't get it back in the essence. There's a little clip. I'm not gonna put that back, I think. Just get it off like this now, because it also breaks when you off. So I'll just put it back like this, the flow meter. So, okay. These. They have a thick and a thin part. This is for behind the water pump, so they have the direction for an yeah, I would say direction. Okay, now I'm gonna put back the pump. It's the biggest chunk. Try to get everything back in. You feel it when you're putting too much tension, but it can handle quite a lot, I would say. Just have the first screws in place. Slowly put everything back, I would say, because now the order is also, you want the wires kind of in the same way, or not, yeah, I don't have it exactly the same way, so it's a little tricky. So, okay, slowly. This one. Now I'm gonna attach, remount the valvenoid, solenoid. One is tricky. Yeah, no. Back. Abort mission and fuck. No. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Now this part where okay, yeah. Hopefully within 15 minutes I'll be ready. So yeah, I would say this whole to replace this part, let's say calculate 1 or 2 hours. Yeah, it depends on the tempo, of course, but and the experience. Oh, yeah, this one. Flow meter. I also remove all the tie rips from these plastic tubes because they because it's easier, and I never see them jump off because of it, because there's only low pressure going through those tubes, so no 9 bars from the pump. Okay, now this one is in place. And also I would say hand tight, so you get a kind of a feeling how tight things should be. It's like a screw in plastic, so you have a kind of a feeling how much plastic can handle. Yeah, so just hand tight will do. And now all those things, all the grounding wires together. Kind of the main grounding wire. put back the tubes and oh, be careful. And also with the rubber rings, and you can check the rubber rings if they're not cornered, so they need to be nice and how do you say, nice and round. That way you can tell they're still good and not leaking. Yeah, you have to take a really close look to see what I mean. And if you don't have other ones, turn them around. Then you have a kind of a second life for it, for its, how do you say, making it watertight. And always when you put them on, get them out of the thing. So you put them on here before putting them in. That way you can easily, that's the easy way to tighten it and put the clip back on. Normally it goes, yeah, here. This you can easily do just by hand. Okay, getting there. I see the video is 36 minutes, so that is what we actually now, the time we've spent on it, which is pretty good, I would say, because now the closing part starts, the assembling part. Yeah, here I'm doing the tube for the pressure meter. Also with the clip, and what you can do with the clip, it's like this, and then you can do it with a small screwdriver. You can press the tube in. Oh. This one is a bit tricky. Okay, cool. This one is in. The bigger screws for the heating elements. So yes, I'm gonna so annoying when your screw isn't magnetic, or your screwdriver isn't magnetic enough and these screws fall in. Is this a trick to get the magnetic? Nee. So now I'm gonna tighten the pump further. Now still the grounding, because the wire wasn't really getting somewhere. Maybe another screw. No, it's not. How does that work? Oh, maybe something fell out. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do something different then. Connect them. Make a little screw hole next to it. Or maybe like this. Maybe on an angle. Well, almost there. This one is done. Now I'm gonna put this one in place. A little bit tricky. Okay, this one. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get some stuff. WD-40, putting it here or just in here. Other way, large part up here, so easy. And for my next trick, I'm gonna make a small hole next to here. Oh, watch it. Okay. So what I will do is make sure the grounding is in the new thing, but then closely to the closely attached to the metal. So, okay, yes, good. I think, double check. Things are tight. Okay, cool. I think I'm gonna put it back together. Not sure. Some leftover screws, of course. Then this one connect to for the water reservoir in here. Right. Double check. Oh yeah, also put some WD-40 here. Goes way easier. So. Reconnect this one, put it behind, there's a little clip. Normally I would test it when still open, but I have a feeling that it should work the first time. Which is pretty naive. Even put this one back. So, well, not a bad score. 2 screws left over. Okay, cool. And we have this is the part where it was all about. Clean it a little bit. Okay, cool. Put back the water tray. Pressure, put in this. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna test it out. Let's see, fill some water. What I'll do is I'll start with some, I thought some vinegar, that would be nice. No. Not working. What? Maybe it's the Okay, the steam boiler, or this switch was here. seems to work. I'm gonna test it. Yeah, water is hot. Pressure works. Yeah. Okay, another running machine. This one is working. I'm gonna clean it afterwards with some vinegar to flush all the tubes and decalcify, and then it will be good to go. But so far this looks good. And yeah. Yeah, nice. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers.